you're good to go.
Thank you. It's May 24th. Yes, May 24th, 2:30 p.m. Right on the dot. We're starting on time for the Public Works Committee meeting today. Present are Councilman Palizzi, myself, Randy Allison, Scott Livermore, Department Head of Streets and Parks, John Sander, our City Engineer, Chris Black, our City IT, and Janice Frank, our City Clerk. Let's get right down to business today. Item 1, resolution to commit to funding for the Greenways Trails and Recreation Program, GTRP, for Basin Street Riverwalk Connector. And Mr. Sander, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So what we're doing here is we're going after a GTRP grant with Delta Development, is submitting it for us for a Riverwalk connector from the Basin Street interchange to the Riverwalk. There's kind of 2 phases to this. The first phase of it is already both funded and permitted. I have a preliminary plan set, and I'd like to put that out next year. This is, I want to call it the second phase. It would get us from the 180 on-ramp on the east side of the interstate, from there over onto the Riverwalk. So what you have before you is a resolution committing funding. Total project cost estimate is roughly $114,000.
Mm-hmm.
$96,900 would be given if awarded by the grant, which would require a $17,100 match from the city. This has strong support from the city, the county, and Lycoming College, because it's part of the Old City grand vision from a few years back. I've had discussions with Lycoming County on this, and I know, and I just actually today just had a discussion with Lycoming College on this as well. Let me know if there's any questions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sander. Vince.
No, I don't have any questions. I think something like this is it's been overdue.
Yeah, we this has been discussed for a long time, since the inception of the Gateway project, when that was just getting started, that it would be nice to include something like this in there for another way of access to the Riverwalk, an easier one and safer one. Mm-hmm. So yeah, totally happy with this, John.
Thank you. I'd like to give a visual to kind of give you guys an idea of what this will look like.
Yeah.
Maybe I can pass that out Thursday night. I know the county had some previous renditions that were a little more expensive, but I looked at it and I have a cheaper alternative, and that's what you have before you. So I'll try to give you guys some visuals for Thursday night.
Right. Great. Yeah, that'd be, and you know, the cost, the city match, it would be, you know, it's not chump change, but it's a reasonable amount for us to invest in something like this. A small investment for a large improvement that'll benefit a lot of people. It will help with everything, tourism, traffic, you know, people coming into the city and using our businesses and so forth. So yeah, lots of positives. So
I will make a motion to pass this to the full body of council with a positive recommendation.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thanks for making all those connections too with the college and in the county.
No problem.
Item 2, resolution authorizing City of Williamsport to award purchase of traffic control safety trailer. Mr. Livermore, welcome.
Mr. Livermore, you're muted.
Oh,
Sir.
you're muted.
Perfect. Because I screwed up there anyway, so we're good to go. Good afternoon. What do you have before you use a resolution authorizing the purchase of a safety control or safety trailer? Basically, it's a trailer designed for our traffic control for when we have the big city events. The one we have now is outdated, let's just say. This will bring us up to date with PennDOT regulations that we need to have for when we're closing lanes down on the highway and throughout the city.
Right.
By obviously purchasing this in this trailer. A while back, when I first got hired, we were going to purchase a trailer that had everything on it, was roughly the 18-ish, $19,000 range. We didn't get it then. It fell by the wayside. And by doing that, it went up to about $26,000, $27,000. So what I had to do was spin back around. I'm going to purchase a trailer through a trailer company, which is Best Choice Trailer, for $4,700. And then I'm buying the cones and barricades through another traffic safety warehouse for $13,000 to purchase this, to keep me into that $18,000 to $19,000 range, to keep it back to where it was.
Right.
We were going to use public safety ARPA funds to purchase this for the safety.
Yeah.
I think was there any questions?
If I may, I had one quick question, Mr.
Yeah.
Livermore.
Mhm.
Best Choice Trailers. I'm sitting here looking at the description of the purchase.
Yep.
If you could, I'm just curious, sir. I'm looking at the year, manufacturer, brand, all the information on it. And I see there's a box that's checked new, which being a 2022, I would come to deduce that it is new. However, it shows that it has 7,000 miles.
I just noticed that myself. That is a good question.
Okay. It may just simply be a typo, or
Yeah,
I honestly, I don't know. I just thought it might be worth looking into.
I will check with Scott on that, Joel, because he showed me a picture of all of them. So I'm surprised it had that, but I will definitely look into that. But that was the cheapest. I think that's the one we went with. Wooden deck, nothing fancy, but still doing the job.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good catch, I would say.
That was the only question I had, Mr. Allison.
Okay. Well, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vince. Yeah, I don't have any questions beyond that either. Obviously, cones and all those things get used hard, and they do not last forever. They get run over and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So I'll entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to pass this on to the full body of council with a positive recommendation.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Vince. We're on to item 3. Resolution awarding the aggregate bids for the city of Williamsport. Mr. Livermore.
Yeah, so what you have before you today is a resolution awarding the aggregate bids for the city of Williamsport. April 1st, 2022, ending March 31st, 2023. So every year we go after updated pricing for our quarries. Hanson Aggregate will be one of the providers, and New Enterprise Stone and Lime Company out of Lewisburg will be another supplier that we will use this year.
Mhm.
So basically, yeah, they'll provide us with our anti-skid, 2A, sub base, screenings, anything on the list there, what we need for the season. Any questions?
Vince, any questions?
No, this is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it is. We get it every year. One question I had was, how does the cost this year compare to last year?
And I just looked at that. It's about 2A this year for this instance, $16.75 a ton. Last year was $14.70 a ton. So
Okay,
pretty close to $2 more. I'm assuming obviously fuel costs
Yeah.
bring that up.
yep.
So not a big jump, but a
No,
jump.
but I think we're, as we go through the year farther, from city council as a whole, I think we're gonna have to start tracking this stuff because we'll have a lot of little jolts and
Yep.
gonna have to cook that into the budget. So
Yep.
we know how much the cost of things have increased. We know they're increasing, so that's no secret. And should the price of fuel go higher, we'll have to cook that into the recipe as well. So
Mhm.
we want to get the budget session started earlier between council and administration in a general way. And that'll be one of the things we'll have to keep a close eye on. So
Yeah, I already have my 2023 budget paper of what I'm anticipating
Right.
adding for next year.
That's good. Yeah. We got to stay ahead of this freight train if we can, because it's coming down the tracks fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a positive recommendation. Yeah, I apologize.
And I second it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Well, are there any related items from anybody? And I don't expect any, so I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much,
And
everybody.
ladies. Thank you, Janice. All right, take care, everybody.
Have a good afternoon.
Yeah. See you, Chris.